One of the things about owning a classic car is that you don't drive it all the time. And obviously when you don't drive it all the time, it spends a lot of time parked. So there's a couple of things that are kind of chronic with classic cars, and this video is going to kind of address that. You can see right here I've got a extension cord plugged into a charger, and this is not necessarily a regular charger, but it's a battery trickle charger. And the idea behind these is that they keep your battery in a good state, so that when you're ready to take your car out, you don't have to worry about, oh, it's not going to start, I got to put it on the charger, and you got to plan ahead. This way, if you have one of these, you can just get in it and go when you want to go. So let me show you how I've got this thing installed. One of the cool things about this particular charger is that it has a neat little connector. So when you're not using it, it can have just this little tiny cable that you can tuck away behind the carpet, and you don't have to worry about seeing it. One of the other things that I've installed on this car is a battery shutoff switch. This disengages the battery completely. A lot of these older cars have, old relays, and the switches bleed a little bit of electricity, and the battery just sitting there will drain. And so having the ability to, have it in a drive mode or in a turned off mode really helps to maintain that battery so that it's going to be ready to go when you get it going. Alright, so on this old Beetle, the battery is behind the seat. And I've got an MG that also has a battery behind the seat. And so, the advantage to that is it's really easy for you to put a knob in that you can control while you're sitting in the driver's seat. So you don't have to lift the hood every time you want to manage the battery. So anyway, here you go. You can see I've got the trickle charger is connected to the negative post here and the positive post here. See that right there? It goes to has an inline fuse right here, and this goes to the charger that has these little leads right here. It makes it real easy to plug right in. And the advantage to having these posts directly connected to the trickle charger is that the battery shutoff switch just shuts off the ground, so they're independent of the battery shutoff switch. So anyway, this right here is the bypass that, if you're looking at it, it goes around here, loops around, comes back down here, and it plugs into the switch. So when you put these battery shutoff switches on, you want to bypass the ground cable. The ground cable is less likely to cause any kind of sparking, and it's really easy to. Usually, the ground off the battery is just a ground strap that will go to the body. In this case, normally it would be a ground strap from the battery right to here, but you can see here's the bypass that goes to the switch. So we've taken the battery ground and moved it to the switch. So that's a really quick breakdown on how to keep a battery clean and ready to and have a good charge. So when you have one of these old classic cars, you know that when you jump in it to go for the weekend when the sun's right, you can just get in there and go. So I plan on doing one of these on the other car as well, and I'll do another video when I get to that point. So anyway, just something to consider. Really inexpensive. I'll list some parts in the description so that you can see what it takes to install one of these.